welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shreemayi Reddy and I create content on beauty, travel, fashion and lifestyle, and if you love watching such videos, make sure to click the subscribe button. So Colorpop finally launched in India and they have sent me a PR box. They have collaborated with Nykaa and they are exclusively available on Nykaa. However, this video is not sponsored. I've created this beautiful plum look with the products that they have sent me and I've given my honest, brutal review. So let's get started. So the first product we have right here is the Colorpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Cream Concealer. This is how it looks like. I personally bought this from Nykaa. They did not send me in PR. They did not send any foundation, tint or concealer. So I just wanted to try at least one base product. I'm not sure of the shade, so I'll just go ahead and apply a foundation or tint and I'll be right back. The packaging and applicator is pretty basic, very functional, and also this one retails for 849 rupees and comes in 12 shades, which is really good. Let's apply some in the inner corner, outer corner, a little more in the inner corner. It is definitely a little lighter than my preference, and also it's not completely a warm tone concealer like I always prefer. Let's see. Okay, that coverage is not bad. I wouldn't say it's the best like full coverage, but again, like I said, full coverage is mostly matte, so I don't mind. It's a very everyday sort of natural concealer. The shade difference is actually very funny. This is one of the reasons why I do not like to purchase any base products online. Most of the time I do get it right, but sometimes it just goes so wrong. How people talk and do their makeup at the same time, it's just impossible for me. I have to shut up for me to properly do my makeup. Overall, it's a very basic concealer. I'm not blown away by it. It's very everyday, basic, sheer to medium coverage, and I feel like in the range of 400 to 500 you also get a lot of good concealers out there in India, especially the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. It does a better job when it comes to coverage, so I think I would prefer something like that than this. Next we have No Filter Setting Loose Powder. This is how the packaging looks like. I just love the color theory of this one. I got the shade Banana. Now I don't know how light it's gonna be on my skin again because my MAC shade is NC42. I fall somewhere between medium to deeper skin tones. So this is how it looks like. It did not come with a powder puff like I expected, but let's figure out how this works actually. There's a cover on top of it. I should have known this. I'm taking some of it on my brush and just setting it. It's not bad at all. I don't think I have complaints about this. Even the shade, I thought it's gonna be very light, it's gonna make me look grey and everything, but that's not the case. Honestly, I was not expecting much from this powder, but it's definitely 10 on 10. It looks very nice and it's not thick at all. I just love this one, and I feel like with a combination of good concealer or good foundation, it works really well. Right now also, I'm not disappointed by how it's performing, but you know, I'm just disappointed with the concealer, and if the base is not right, I just don't like the overall look. This one is actually out of stock right now. It retails for 1099, and now I definitely know why this is out of stock. It's something that I absolutely love. Next one is the Colorpop Brow Pencil. Now this one retails for 799 rupees, and this is something that I purchased. I did not get this in PR at all, and whenever there's a new brand launch, I first see their brow pencil. I'm just obsessed with brow pencils, and I judge the brand on the basis of brow pencil. I know it's a little weird, but I feel like it takes a lot for a brand to understand how the brow pencil should be. Like, anybody can do kohl, anybody can do lipstick, anybody now can do foundations and everything, but brow pencil, I'm telling you, only few brands get it right. This is how the product looks like. Again, very simple packaging, which I like, and it has a precise applicator. again something that I go for. Be it any precise brow pencil, I make sure I compare it to the Benefit one, because Benefit just nailed it with their precise brow pencil, especially the formula, the shades, I mean every single thing. So whenever somebody or any brand comes up with a precise brow pencil, my expectation is that. So let's see if it can live up to that, or at least halfway through it. I have used a brow glue already, so I'm not gonna do much to my brows. Like 2016 brows, we are not gonna go ahead and just, fill in like a crazy person. Now, less is more. Overall, I don't think it's a bad product at all, and for the price, it's around 799 rupees. So it's a very nice product. There's also one from Lakme, which is around 700 to 800 rupees, and that also performs pretty much the same. In fact, this one is more precise than the Lakme one, so it's not bad, you guys. I would definitely recommend this one. When I got to know that Colorpop is launching in India, I was actually very, very, very excited, because my first ever eyeshadow palette that I ever owned in my life was from Colorpop, and I've used it for a year straight. I just had two palettes, and I used to use it as a blush, as eyeshadow, as literally everything. And even if I don't like a lipstick shade, I used to take some random shades from the eyeshadow palette and dab it, and it had warm neutral tones, of course, so that's why I could work so much with the palette. Back then, I think there were rarely any brands who were making good eyeshadow palettes, and nothing was available in India, so Colourpop was my go-to. And this time I received this plum eyeshadow palette. The shades are really beautiful, but I can see some cracking of the eyeshadows, especially the shimmer shadows. I hope they won't break, because I'm a very messy person. Oh, before that, they also sent me an eyeshadow stick. It looks very interesting, and the shade is also very nice, especially for someone who likes very minimal makeup. We can actually use this as a good highlighter as well. Let me show you. Yeah, it looks very nice as a highlighter. And the application is also super easy with it. I don't know how it's going to be on the eyelid, but for the high points, it's actually very great. This one is in the shade Honey BB Metallic, and it retails for 799 rupees. I think it's a little expensive for just a single shadow, but I'm not disappointed at all. For someone who really likes minimal makeup, I think they can make a good use of this. I'm taking the shade So Delish, and I'm gonna apply it above my crease line. Now the whole cut crease era is gone, so if you're still following the whole cut crease era, don't do it, you guys. It's not in the trend anymore. Mostly, if you see all the brides, if you see celebrities, they go in with a very minimal, less is more concept, and I think it's my vibe as well. I really like it when it's subtle, elegant. Using the shade Go For It, and I'm gonna apply on my crease and a little in the outer corner as well. Coming to the pigments, I don't think it's extremely pigmented, but you can definitely build it up. There's no much fallout. Oh my god, I'm loving this color. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I'm just dragging the same color on my lower lid so that the entire makeup just looks the same. A lot of people actually skip their lower lash line, but for me, it's a definite no. But again, makeup steps are very subjective, you guys. You have to just try different things and see what's working out for your own features, and just do that. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. These random trends that come up, the celebrity trends, I know they do really well even on my page, but honestly, they are not the best. Like, I mean, it works out for them, their skin is pretty much perfect and all of that, but for someone like me or someone like us, we do have blemishes, we do have dark spots, pigmentation and all of that, so those kind of steps actually do not work out for us. But anyway, the craze is there, so we can't really do anything. I'm gonna take the out latte and I'm gonna deepen the outer corner. Now usually I don't do this, but I just want to see how it looks like. Okay, that was not much. See, that's what I'm saying. The pigment is not as good as the Huda Beauty. Whenever it comes to eyeshadows, I always compare them to Huda Beauty because I've never seen a palette with that kind of pigmentation. Like 1-2 dips is like more than enough. It's actually turning out to be a nice purple smoky eye. Dragging it a little inwards. It's not gonna be too dark as the outer corner, but I'm just dragging it so that there's no, again, cut creasy look. So I'm gonna mix two different shades. I love doing this to get a middle tone. So I'm gonna mix Miami Vibes and also Iconic Behavior, these two shades. Always remember, you need to dab on your eyelid, don't drag it like this. That gives you a very too shimmery shiny look. I'm loving the whole smoky vibe right here. I would have worn something very hot if I knew I was going in with this look. But anyway, I think the palette is pretty good, but it retails for 1599, which is almost 1600 rupees. Is it worth 1600 rupees? Now, if you like investing in one single palette, which you know you're going to use a lot, I think it is definitely worth it. But if you're just randomly going to pick up a palette and not use it, it's not worth it because 1600 rupees is a lot, and I feel like the apt price would be 1000 bucks, around like 1200. Colorpop is known for their amazing palettes, so it's not a bad idea to invest in them at all. The next one is the Creme Gel Liner. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the packaging, but it's a very basic retractable kohl. Let's do a smoky liner. I'm gonna smudge it out later. I'm not happy with this wing, but we can correct it when we are smoking it out. I have smoked out the kohl a little bit. It's a very basic kohl and it retails for 749 rupees if I'm not wrong, and I feel like for a kohl as basic as a black kohl, I think 749 is a little bit too much because we get kohls around 200 rupees, 300 rupees. Anyway, moving on, I'm going to use the Colorpop Super Shock blush, and this is in the shade Count Me In. It's a very nice coral blush. I'm not too into powder blushes, but let's see if this is gonna work. Okay, this is something different, you guys. It's somewhere between a powder and a cream. It's not a mousse. It just feels, the powder is quite thick. It's not a very light powdery formula. Let's see how it performs, especially on my brown skin. Hello? Where are you? What the hell? Dude, I'm not kidding. This is the fourth layer that I'm applying and it's just not showing up on my skin. I'm really disappointed. I had high expectations on this blush. The color is also very cute, but what is this? This one comes in 6 shades and it retails for 899 rupees. Absolutely waste of money, so I don't recommend these Super Shock blushes at all. They have sent me another product which is the Super Shock Shadow. I don't know if I want to apply this one. They have sent me 3 different kind of shadows, which is very nice. 2 of them I really like, highly recommend. Let's swatch this on the hand and see how the pigmentation is. And this one is in the shade. The entire label is coming off. Just forget the shade name. Let's just swatch this. Ooh. Whoa. I love this color. I just regret not using it on my eyes. Oh my god. Look at that. So good. I love this shadow. It's a very frosty shade, but the formula is so good, so good. Again, not a powdery formula, but this one has pigment unlike the blushes. So if you're planning to get something, I think shadows are really good in Colorpop. Coming to the last product of this video is this Lippy Stick. I love the name. It's just so cute. Let's see what shade they have sent me. Wow, the packaging is very interesting. I like the packaging, but I can literally see that the lipstick is just this much. But let me, ooh, love, love. They have sent me a nude shade. The formula of the lipstick is actually very nice and it retails for 799 rupees, which is great, but the shade is just a no. Again, this is a struggle for deeper skin tones. I feel we do not usually find the right nude shade. With the lip liner, it might look good, but I'm anyway gonna change this lip. So this is my final look. I love how glossy and smoky it looks. My favorite has to be the eyes. They look so hot. From the entire collection, I'll tell you guys what is absolutely worth investing in. So this powder is actually very nice. I haven't expected it to be this good, and the price is also pretty good. Next are their eyeshadows, be it their eyeshadow palettes or their single shadows. All of them are pretty pigmented, very nice quality. Last one is the brow pencil. Compared to the e.l.f. brow pencil, I feel like the Colourpop one really stands out, and they have 4 different shades in it, which is very nice. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.